Have you ever felt a shiver run down your spine when you realize something you're experiencing was predicted long ago? Across the globe, ancient cultures whispered of futures yet to come. Prophecies, etched in stone, woven into myths, and passed down through generations, spoke of kings and kingdoms, of disasters and discoveries. But could they really see the future? Did they possess a knowledge lost to us, a connection to the fabric of time itself? The human desire to know what lies ahead is eternal. We yearn to pierce the veil of the unknown, to glimpse the tapestry of time before it unfolds. From the dusty scrolls of forgotten libraries to the enigmatic monuments of vanished civilizations, the echoes of ancient prophecies resonate. They whisper of destinies fulfilled and warn of trials yet to come. Join us now as we delve into the intriguing world of ancient prophecies, exploring the predictions that seemingly materialized and the seers who claim to speak with the voices of the gods. Together we'll journey through time and across continents, seeking to understand whether these glimpses of the future were merely lucky guesses or something far more profound. Few texts hold as much power and mystery as the Bible. This ancient collection of writings has been a cornerstone of faith, culture, and history for millennia. Its influence extends far beyond religious circles, touching upon literature, art, and even politics. The Bible's narratives, laws, and teachings have shaped civilizations and continue to resonate with people around the globe. Within its pages lie stories not just of the past, but also of the future. These stories, or prophecies, have intrigued and mystified readers for centuries. They are not merely predictions, but are often seen as divine messages, offering guidance, warnings, and hope. The prophetic texts are woven into the fabric of the Bible, providing a rich tapestry of foresight and revelation. These prophecies have captivated believers and skeptics alike for centuries. Scholars and theologians have spent lifetimes studying these texts, seeking to understand their meanings and implications. The allure of prophecy lies in its promise of insight into the unknown, a glimpse into the divine plan that governs the universe. Whether viewed as literal predictions or metaphorical lessons, these prophecies continue to inspire and challenge us. One of the most enduring examples is the prediction of the fall of Babylon. This prophecy, found in the book of Isaiah, foretells the downfall of a once mighty empire that ruled Mesopotamia. Babylon, with its grand palaces and towering walls, seemed invincible. Yet the prophet Isaiah spoke of its inevitable destruction, a fate that would come to pass in dramatic fashion. A once mighty empire that ruled Mesopotamia, Babylon was a symbol of power and opulence. Its hanging gardens were one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and its influence stretched across the known world. However, despite its grandeur, Babylon was not immune to the forces of history and prophecy. The ruins of this great city now stand as a testament to the accuracy of the biblical prediction. The prophet Isaiah, writing in the 8th century BC, vividly described Babylon's destruction. His words painted a picture of desolation and ruin, a city laid waste by the hand of divine judgment. Isaiah's prophecy was not just a vague prediction, but a detailed account of the events that would lead to Babylon's fall. His writings have been preserved through the ages, offering a window into the prophetic tradition of ancient Israel, even naming Cyrus the Great, the Persian king, as its conqueror. This detail is particularly striking, as it was written more than a century before Cyrus was born. The specificity of Isaiah's prophecy has led many to see it as a clear example of divine inspiration. Cyrus the Great would go on to become one of history's most renowned conquerors, and his capture of Babylon marked a turning point in the ancient world. More than a century before Cyrus was born, Isaiah's prophecy laid out the events that would unfold. This remarkable foresight has been a subject of fascination and debate among historians and theologians. How could such an accurate prediction be made so far in advance? For believers, it is a testament to the divine nature of biblical prophecy. For skeptics, it remains a mystery to be unraveled. This prophecy, with its startling accuracy, has fueled theological debates for generations. Scholars have pored over the texts, analyzing every word and phrase to understand its significance. The debate extends beyond the academic world, touching the lives of ordinary believers who find in these prophecies a source of faith and inspiration. The story of Babylon's fall is just one example of how biblical prophecies continue to resonate in the modern world. Beyond empires rising and falling, biblical prophecies delve into the realm of the divine. They speak of a world where human history is intertwined with the will of a higher power. These prophecies offer glimpses into a reality that transcends the material world, a reality where the divine interacts with the human. They challenge us to look beyond the surface of events and seek the deeper meaning behind them. The figure of Jesus, for example, is said to have fulfilled numerous Old Testament prophecies concerning the coming of a Messiah. His life and teachings are seen by many as the culmination of centuries of prophetic tradition. From his birth in Bethlehem to his crucifixion and resurrection, the story of Jesus is deeply intertwined with the prophecies of the Hebrew Bible. These connections have been a cornerstone of Christian faith and theology. His birth in Bethlehem, his lineage from King David, and even the manner of his death are all believed by many to have been foretold in the Scriptures. These prophecies have been studied and interpreted in countless ways, each offering a unique perspective on the life and mission of Jesus. For believers, they are a powerful affirmation of their faith. For scholars, they are a rich field of study, offering insights into the religious and cultural context of the ancient world. And even the manner of his death are all believed by many to have been foretold in the Scriptures. The crucifixion of Jesus is one of the most significant events in Christian theology, and its prophetic foreshadowing adds a layer of depth and meaning to the narrative. The prophecies concerning Jesus' death are found in various parts of the Old Testament, each contributing to a complex and multifaceted picture of the Messiah's sacrifice. Whether interpreted literally or metaphorically, biblical prophecies continue to shape religious thought and inspire awe. They are a testament to the enduring power of the biblical narrative, a narrative that has transcended time and culture. These prophecies invite us to explore the mysteries of faith, to seek understanding in the midst of uncertainty, and to find meaning in the unfolding story of humanity. They offer a glimpse into a world where the past, present, and future seem to intertwine. In the realm of prophecy, time is not a linear progression but a tapestry of interconnected moments. The ancient texts speak to us across the ages, reminding us that the human experience is part of a larger divine narrative. This perspective challenges our understanding of time and history, inviting us to see the world through the lens of eternity, leaving us to ponder the nature of time and the existence of a divine plan. The prophecies of the Bible are more than just ancient predictions. They are a call to reflection and contemplation. They urge us to consider our place in the grand scheme of things, to seek wisdom and understanding, and to embrace the mystery of the divine. In doing so, we find ourselves connected to a tradition that spans millennia, a tradition that continues to inspire and guide us today. Deep within the jungles of Central America, where the dense canopy of trees stretches as far as the eye can see, lies a world that once thrived with an extraordinary civilization. This is the land of the ancient Maya, a people whose legacy of knowledge and wonder continues to captivate us to this day. The Mayan civilization, with its grand temples and intricate stone carvings, crafted a legacy that has stood the test of time. Their achievements in architecture, mathematics, and astronomy were nothing short of remarkable. Among their many contributions, the Mayan calendar system stands out as a testament to their advanced understanding of the cosmos. This calendar, with its cycles within cycles, is a marvel of precision and complexity. It is composed of several interlocking systems, including the Tzolk'in, a 260-day ceremonial calendar, and the Hab, a 365-day solar calendar. Together, these calendars create a larger cycle known as the calendar round, which repeats every 52 years. The intricacies of the Mayan calendar have sparked endless fascination and debate among scholars and enthusiasts alike. Its detailed glyphs and symbols offer a glimpse into the Mayan worldview, where time was seen as a series of repeating cycles rather than a linear progression. One of the most well-known aspects of the Mayan calendar is the long count, a system used to track longer periods of time. The end of the Mayan long count calendar in 2012 was often misinterpreted as a doomsday prediction. However, this date was not meant to signify the end of the world. Instead, it marked the completion of a significant cosmic era, a time of renewal and transformation. The Mayans believed that the universe operated in cycles, and the end of one cycle simply heralded the beginning of another. The Mayan prophecies, often associated with their complex understanding of astronomy, extended beyond their calendar. They believed that the movements of celestial bodies could influence events on Earth, and their priests were skilled in interpreting these cosmic signs. These priests, who were both astronomers and spiritual leaders, used their knowledge to guide their people. They believed they could discern the rhythms of fate and predict future events based on the positions of the stars and planets. The prophecies they crafted were passed down through generations, becoming an integral part of Mayan culture. These prophecies spoke of cycles of creation and destruction, of times of prosperity and times of upheaval. The sudden decline of the Mayan civilization itself adds another layer of intrigue to their prophecies. Did they foresee their own downfall, a collapse brought on by environmental factors or internal strife? Or did their prophecies hint at a different kind of ending, a spiritual transformation rather than a physical one? The Mayan legacy reminds us that time is not always linear, that history can move in cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Their prophecies, shrouded in symbolism and astronomical knowledge, continue to captivate us, inviting us to explore the mysteries of time and the interconnectedness of all things. As we delve deeper into the Mayan calendar and their visions of the cosmos, we uncover a profound understanding of the universe. The Mayans saw themselves as part of a larger cosmic order, where every event was interconnected and influenced by the movements of celestial bodies. This holistic view of the universe is reflected in their art, architecture, and daily life. The Mayans built their cities in alignment with the stars, and their rituals and ceremonies were timed to coincide with astronomical events. The decline of the Mayan civilization remains one of history's great mysteries. While many theories have been proposed, including drought, warfare, and overpopulation, the true cause of their collapse is still debated. What is clear, however, is that the Mayans left behind a rich legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue us. Their prophecies, with their themes of renewal and transformation, offer a timeless message. They remind us that even in times of great change and uncertainty, there is always the potential for new beginnings. As we face our own challenges in the modern world, the wisdom of the Mayans can provide valuable insights. Their understanding of the cycles of time and the interconnectedness of all things encourages us to look beyond the immediate and consider the larger picture. The Mayan prophecies, with their blend of astronomy and spirituality, continue to resonate with us today. They invite us to explore the mysteries of the universe and our place within it, to seek out the deeper meanings behind the events of our lives. In the end, the Mayan legacy is a reminder that time is a complex and multifaceted concept. It is not just a series of moments passing by, but a tapestry of cycles and patterns, each one connected to the other. The turning of the Mayan calendar wheel symbolizes the eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It is a powerful reminder that every ending is also a beginning, and that the mysteries of time are always waiting to be explored. As we continue to study the Mayan calendar and their prophecies, we are reminded of the profound wisdom of this ancient civilization. Their insights into the nature of time and the cosmos offer us a unique perspective on our own place in the universe. The Mayan prophecies, shrouded in symbolism and astronomical knowledge, continue to captivate us, inviting us to explore the mysteries of time and the interconnectedness of all things. Their legacy is a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and the quest for understanding. In the end, the story of the Mayan calendar and their visions of a lost world is a reminder that the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the knowledge and wisdom that we continue to uncover, inspiring us to look to the stars and seek out the mysteries of the universe. Within the Islamic tradition, prophecies about the end of times are not seen as bleak pronouncements of doom, but rather as signs of a coming transformation, a period of great upheaval followed by spiritual renewal. The Hadith, a collection of sayings and traditions attributed to the Prophet Muhammad, describes various events and conditions that will precede the Day of Judgment. These signs, often symbolic in nature, include widespread moral decay, social unrest, and natural disasters. Some interpretations link these prophecies to contemporary events, seeing them as warnings about the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. However, Islamic eschatology emphasizes that the end times are not solely about destruction. They are also a time of divine intervention, a period when good will triumph over evil. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. The Hadith, a collection of sayings and traditions attributed to the Prophet Muhammad, describes various events and conditions that will precede the Day of Judgment. These signs, often symbolic in nature, include widespread moral decay, social unrest, and natural disasters. Some interpretations link these prophecies to contemporary events, seeing them as warnings about the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. However, Islamic eschatology emphasizes that the end times are not solely about destruction. They are also a time of divine intervention, a period when good will triumph over evil. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. These signs, often symbolic in nature, include widespread moral decay, social unrest, and natural disasters. Some interpretations link these prophecies to contemporary events, seeing them as warnings about the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. However, Islamic eschatology emphasizes that the end times are not solely about destruction. They are also a time of divine intervention, a period when good will triumph over evil. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. Some interpretations link these prophecies to contemporary events, seeing them as warnings about the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. However, Islamic eschatology emphasizes that the end times are not solely about destruction. They are also a time of divine intervention, a period when good will triumph over evil. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. However, Islamic eschatology emphasizes that the end times are not solely about destruction. They are also a time of divine intervention, a period when good will triumph over evil. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. They are also a time of divine intervention, a period when good will triumph over evil. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. The coming of the Mahdi, a messianic figure, is believed to herald a golden age of justice and peace. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. By focusing on both the challenges and the ultimate triumph of good, Islamic prophecies offer a message of hope and accountability. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail. They remind us that our actions have consequences, both in this life and the next, and that even in the darkest of times, faith and righteousness will ultimately prevail.